What? I'm gonna do my stuff. Listen, when it comes to the no jumper universe, I don't watch no jumper or anything like that for the most part anymore. I do tap into community and Figmunity and back on Fig. Like I mess with those a little bit, like here and there. I catch a few no jumper clips here and there, but I don't really tap into that. It's not something that because I don't really like Adam, keeping it a whole being. But I do like Flacco though, so that's where I get hip to a lot of stuff from. And it looks like I beat him to the punch on this video because I can almost guarantee he's gonna do a video on this or not. Who knows? But listen, I seen a stream today, and listen, the footage I got it like an hour ago, so it's probably still running. Like they are still live right now as I'm recording this. So, the moment I tapped in, I'm like, what's with all the demon emojis? What they got going on? I tapped in at the right time because they were talking about Macwop Jr. Bacon with Cheese doing a vid, which Macwop, just to, Macwop, inviting Adam to the Apollo to do a podcast, which if you don't know the issue, T-Rell has said stuff about, Adam kids, his wife, Adam himself, and they had the whole beef. Like, you should know this. You should know that the whole Figmunity side comes from No Jumper. Like, the whole Figmunity world, they come from No Jumper. It was beef, and it's been a whole big content beef for years. So this is not something I should have to break down and go into depth with. Macwop is not from No Jumper. Macwop was loosely a part of what they had going on, but through people like Smack was trying to say, oh, he not a part of it, all this stuff. But other people had other things to say. But he broke off and just completely just stopped fucking with them and just started doing he's been doing his own thing the whole time. Like even before, for a long time, he's been doing his own thing. But that's enough of the background. Let's get, just so you know, there was beef. They expected Macwop to inherit the beef since he was under the Figmunity world umbrella. Now, you get this. You get this right here.
Hey, cool. Adam, what's up, man? How you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man.
All right, because I'm curious to how this even come to be right here myself. Like, you and Mac been playing tag in a DM or something like that. Like,
where
was your comfort level to say, you know what, I with them guys so much?
I just randomly hit him up. I said, yo, let's do an interview. And then he said, all right, bet, but come on my first. I said, all right, cool, let's do it.
Okay. It wasn't deep. It wasn't that deep.
Now, if Macwop was really trying to flourish with content creation, he would have, because he did the interview, and let's be honest, the interview is like a clout move regardless, because that's what it is when you typically have guests. The guest is supposed to bring more views and stuff. He got 33K in 3 days. Bro, you got to milk them clips. You did 4 hours worth of podcast. You did 4 hours, bro. And it's been 3 days. You should have had 3 clips up the first day. It should have been 3 clips out of that, bro. Come on, man. Niggas don't be doing what they doing. But listen, I got this picture on the screen because T-Rell's brother that he fell out with, Adam hit him up saying that, yo, I'm going to be, at the Apollo, in the next couple days to do this podcast with Macwop. I got the picture up just to give you the gist. This nigga fell out with, T-Rell on his own podcast on back on Fig, and then went and did an interview with Adam and said that, T-Rell wasn't a real, Crip or whatever. So with that being said, here's another clip.
I guess so. I wasn't really paying super close attention, but no, I mean, what's the, let's analyze.
No, because I just feel like it's
what's the worst intentions I could have here?
Worst intentions?
So you think that I'm just coming on here to trash the umbrella and divide and conquer? I don't really give a fuck about that. We could.
That is a narrative. That is a narrative that you on your divide and conquer.
I know, and it probably looks worse because Big Deal was about to come up here. I mentioned it to him. He was like, "Oh, I'm pulling up."
Yeah.
Macwop said, "Nope, you're not pulling up."
Yeah. Shout out Big Deal. That's my brother though.
You said no?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Why you pull it? You say no because of the optics? Because it would look.
I didn't want nobody to rain on your parade.
Yeah.
So listen, you got that. You see what that is. They talked about a lot. I can't tell you everything that they talked about, but allegedly, based on a clip you're about to see, Macwop or one of them said, "Oh, Hurricane Heather is coming." I don't know what Heather has said. Y'all got to do y'all due diligence to find out what Heather has said before this, if anything about Macwop. But I know the Adam shit been going on for like years and stuff like that. Even the top comment said blame Heather. So we gonna get into it, see what they got to say about it.
This shit here, I fuck with it, you know what I mean? But I don't know what's going on I don't know what's going on hey, Smack gonna be mad, T-Rell gonna be mad. Hurricanes finna come. Like, hurricanes finna come? Do I look like a motherfucking clown? Do I look like a motherfucking puppet? No, for real. Do I look like a, no, for real. No, all bullshit aside, do I look like a
Let me see. You do look kind of funny.
He said, let me see, look this way.
You is a funny looking motherfucker.
And no, this ain't no motherfucking Macwop point, bitch. This ain't that. Cause I would have never did nothing with this nigga. I would have never fucked with bro. I would have never did nothing.
Okay, so let me say this.
Ain't none of that, nigga.
So
I'm
let's say
changing
this.
there on my own. That nigga is weird.
Let me say this narrative. So let's change to Macwop.
Yeah.
So if it would have been, if Macwop would have had problems with somebody, right? And they say they hit you. Since that's your homie, what would you do? Out of
You
respect?
can't even hit me.
Okay, I'm just saying, if they did hit you, like, hey, I'm trying to come fuck with you, what would you would have did?
You can't even hit me.
No, I understand that, but just say they get through to you. Just say they hit you, they got your number for somebody. Yo, T-Rell, what's the deal? The right thing to do is, oh yeah, all right, my nigga, I'm gonna hit you back. Boom, hit Mac, right? Hey, Mac, this nigga hit me, bro. What's the deal? Ooh, even though you already know, that was supposed to be the right thing he supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm finna troll, I'm finna get some views off this, woo. It would have been straight, right? The fact that he didn't do that is what really hit a nerve. Like, if you got some hidden agenda behind this.
Yeah.
And then you go on other platforms and laugh and smoke your weed and make it like it's a joke. It's a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a game. Everything's a joke.
I'm just giving the people a lot of content so they can know, like, this shit is just bigger than that. Because if it was the other way around, like he said, he wouldn't even be able to get in contact with me.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So basically that shit wasn't cool, man. But you know, I don't look, what's the word? I don't look for what I look for I don't look for what I look and what I look when I see you, or you know what I'm saying?
You didn't expect people to do what
we do. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, Macwop a wobbler. That's my brother. That's my TDE brother. I love him to death. But he's a wobbler. You feel me? He's a real wobbler. Like, nigga, you won't know what he gonna do today, or the next day it'd be a whole, like, that's just been him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't expect nothing other than what he did.
Well, it is. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said I don't give a fuck. He is, but I'm looking at his intent. Like, why are you doing this? Are you doing this for the broad scheme of things? Like, you know what I'm saying? Bring, you know, Shock Factor, you know, T-Rell, FMW. I think in FMW getting into it, I don't know. I think it's just T-Rell now. But the broad scheme of things, okay, you know, that shit. And then let's get on cut about this culture. You know, I heard you got some pedal stuff in the shadows.
So you didn't
like, nigga, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? That's embarrassing.
You didn't peep how I tried to bump it down for him and was like, his views getting low. That's why he did it. You know what I mean? The nigga views getting low.
That's understandable.
No. I just used that as a joke instead of saying it was written.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, his views was low, so you had to pick them back up. You had to figure out something. I said this on Friday. But truth in the details, it's a hidden agenda behind it.
But if it's a family thing and we all masterminds at this shit, and then you feel like your views is getting low and you got a play that we all willing to do, let's go fuck with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we all run the play and we all talk about it.
WWE.
Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's all talk about it. Let's all be in that play. You feel me? Because the play on your own, you see what it did for you. It didn't do nothing. The nigga name, you feel me, ain't holding no weight. That shit didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? That shit is trash. Like, nah, nigga, we supposed to be together if we gonna do this shit. But nah, it's whatever. It's
And
fun.
to be fair, I did write pun the day it happened. And I had said, like, something like, fuck these niggas or something, like, I'm coming. So he was just probably reciprocating what I said through the DM, but that was like right when I saw a clip, like boom.
I get what you're saying.
And
He
I
was
was
pushing
like,
the narrative
ooh,
because he already
me and
knew
Pun-
that you said you was coming, so he was just pushing the narrative like, ooh, okay, I get what you're saying.
Because me and Pun talk about it a lot, and he just like he gave me my name and stuff like that. So I just immediately was like, I'm going right, Pun, or something like, I don't know, tap in. And I was like, I'm hot right now, like fuck. And he was like really calm, and he was like, you good? Like enjoy your birthday. Like, you know, and I was like, I'm
so
coming.
Truth in the detail, he already knew that. That's why he was pushing the narrative with you about the hurricane is coming. It was from our little text. He like, oh, I know what time it is.
I know she gonna go
okay,
crazy.
I get the narrative why he pushed you. Okay.
For you're saying
so that's fun. So you protecting him?
Yeah, because
Because everybody else.
He's the only one I contacted.
Yeah.
He's the only one I contacted when I was on vacation. For some reason, I don't know. I just felt that I needed to hit him.
So now I see why he's pushing. The hurricane is gonna come and it's gonna swipe the whole city.
So what about everybody else?
That's what I'm saying. What about everybody else? You got excuses. What about everybody else? Hey.
And
We the only one beefing.
We the only one.
What do you
We the only one.
You know what I'm saying? No, Duno really ain't. You know what I mean? I get what Duno doing, but still. I get what Duno doing. I get where he comes from. There's a comedy and a whole little shit. He got some little shit he got going on, whatever. But like I said, my example is Rios. My example is Bad Luck. When you get on here, you speak and you articulate yourself to a point to where niggas gonna get that was some bullshit that you did, and the reasoning behind it was trash. What are you trying to do that for? That is the weirdest thing ever. Like, you and that nigga Adam fucking, y'all gay. Like, y'all gay for me. Pause. Like, what? It's like your 5th time trying to get my attention to trying to beef. I'm not beefing with you, cuz. I'm not. But that shit right there is like, okay, all right, bro. Niggas don't want to fuck with me. Okay. But when the shit comes out, it's T-Rell gonna be mad. Back on Fig gonna be mad. Heather gonna be Hurricane gonna be mad. And nobody else don't give a fuck, that don't sit well with me. No. So we gonna have to holler. And if I get the wrong answer, it's gonna be my wrong answer. I ain't doing nothing except, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
You didn't get the memo. You didn't get the update.
Stay on my motherfucking line, Adam. Stay on the line, big deal.
But listen, Adam spoke on this shit a little bit. He spoke on it a little bit. And one thing that he said was, you know, Keem, who was definitely, they had like a 3-way show. It was like, you know, Ace Boy Pun. So he represent, you know, the Figmunity. Then you got, you know, Keem. He represent the Apollo. Then you got T-Rell. He represent back on Fig. They had them 3 on a podcast, and it was a podcast that was supposed to keep running. And they represent those different sides of the Figmunity world. Unfortunately, there was no brown bag representation, you know, brown bag world or whatever. You know, the do-no shit. But Keem left the podcast. He left mid-podcast. We're going to watch Adam talk about that.
One of the guys, Keem, TDE Keem, he was on the podcast with me. We're on there for about 20 minutes. I start noticing he's looking at his phone a lot. He's like texting while we're talking. He's doing vigorous texting. He goes out in the hallway. I heard from my boys that he heard him in a somewhat intense exchange on the phone.
With T-Rell in there.
You might assume, but who knows? And then he did not come back.
Oh, rolling?
He didn't come back. He dipped out. Now, this is
Now, the last thing, I went back to the live before I decided to upload this. Like, let me see if they actually talked to Big Deal, because he said, you Big Deal, stay on the line or whatever. Couldn't find that part if they ever talked to him. But I did see Heather, you know, talk a little bit about some of the stuff she had going on or whatever that people are saying it's Heather's fault or whatever. So, yeah, we're going to watch a little bit of that. I'm sure y'all who be, like, on all the Reddits and all of that, y'all be knowing, but I'm not one of those guys.
This motherfucker here crying. Fuck my shit up, man.
Sorry.
But it's all good.
I really don't give a fuck, though.
Yeah, like, it's you know what I'm saying, not crying. But that shit is crazy.
And then the inviting, like, he keeps saying, she invited Adam over there. No, he was in my DMs trolling me, being fucking white and weird. And I was trying to be funny back, like, I don't know, like, it's the heat of the shit. Like, I'm like, oh, he writing me. Usually I would have been, like, telling T-Rell, like, oh, look what he said. I just was ready to fucking snap on him. I just responded back to anything, and he like turned it around in my face, and I was like, see, that's what you get for just going off of your emotions, whatever, and doing fast shit. You should have come told me that he DM'd you, whatever. But you really think that I was gonna have him on my fucking cocktail show at my home? He's never been to my house. He's never, like, what? Kill that narrative. Heather invited him. No, that's Reddit shit. Leave that shit, Macwop. That's not why. Stop trying to blame shit on me. Stop blaming me for this shit.
The only thing about this shit is just he's a weirdo.
And that's all I got for you today, man. You know, not the most investigative journalism, but you got some shit, bro. You got some shit. So let me know your thoughts. I'm gone.